Wait just a second. What is prohibition? Do these pictures give you any ideas? Well, prohibition is the prevention by law of the manufacture and sale of alcohol. In 1901, PEI is the first Canadian province to achieve prohibition. The remaining provinces are by the end of the First World War. Prohibition is widespread in Canada and details vary between provinces, but most drinking establishments are closed and the sale of alcohol is forbidden with some private exceptions. Alcohol can still be sold through the government for industrial, scientific, and medical uses. However, the prohibition law didn't stop people from actually drinking. Illegal drinking establishments, known as speakeasies, which are elegant private clubs, sprang up everywhere. In some provinces, people who claim to be ill can buy alcohol with a doctor's prescription. This prescription system is widely abused. Also, the complete ban on alcohol created a new kind of crime, which is counterproductive to the point of making the law prohibition. This new crime was called bootleg booze, which was illegal liquor made and sold by bootleggers and small-time operators. Prohibition had its positive social outcomes, which included improving the industrial efficiency because fewer workdays were missed. The crime rates had also dropped and the arrests for drunkenness dramatically decreased. However, in the 1920s, it became noticeably obvious that prohibition was impossible to enforce. The government realized that they were losing millions of dollars in taxes on liquor sales. Prohibition was also, not to mention, unpopular among the citizens. In 1920, British Columbia votes to make alcohol available through the government. Manitoba and Saskatchewan follow a year later. The remaining provinces vote against prohibition by 1930, with the exception of PEI, which stays dry, which means no alcohol, until 1948. In the United States, the ban is intended to reduce crime, solve social problems, and improve the health of American citizens. Instead, alcohol becomes more popular, creating an underground economy of booze rum runners, which are smugglers. The U.S. hires 5,000 officers to enforce prohibition laws across the country, which is an impossible task. Some argue that prohibition has made alcohol easier to buy. The U.S. Coast Guard spends its time policing the Canada-U.S. border and routinely sinks boats carrying booze from Canada. In 1933, prohibition ends in the United States.